Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Luna and welcome to Luna's Bookshelf. First of all, I'm very much sorry for lighting. It is currently 4:40 p.m. in the evening and it's already going dark outside. I don't have an external light that it's bright enough and good enough lighting to use, so I just have my main light on in my bedroom. I have my bedside lamp on and I have this other cool lamp on, so I just have enough light. So we're working with what I've got, but I just remembered that's a good thing to add to my Christmas wish list. So yeah, but what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to do a reading vlog of Bride and Maid by Ellen Hazelwood. So the books in question, Bride and Maid. So these are two books by Ellen Hazelwood and they are in the same universe. So yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you guys along with me while I'm reading Bride and Maid. So Bride will be a reread because I've already read this book and it was a 5-star book, even a 6-star book. But I wanted to refresh my memory and read it again. And after that, I'm going to read Maid. But one thing, it is today the 18th of November. I already started reading Bride. I'm going to see when I started reading it exactly because I can see it on my Goodreads, so I'm going to do that right now. I started reading it the 12th of November, so that's last week on Wednesday. I did film some clips of me reading or when I started it, but not a lot because, as I say in a lot of my reading vlogs, I read a lot of the time while I'm on the train to school or back home. Because a lot of the times I'm very late back home and I also have to get back up early, so that's why. But so I still haven't made an intro and I'm almost done with the book. But here I am. I'm going to make two separate videos, two separate parts. This is me, introducing the video, and then a bit later, after I added some clips of me reading the book, I'm going to do a comeback and say hi. So this is what I've read so far. But this is the main reason I'm making this video. I'm just really excited to start Maid. I pre-ordered. It's finally time to finally read it, almost, because I'm almost done. I will try to finish this tonight. So yeah. But I would say let's get started with this video. Let's get to the clips I did make while reading Bride. There aren't much. I'm sorry. I'm really going to do my best when I'm reading Maid, okay? I'm really trying my best. Let's watch some clips of me reading Bride. And I'll see you in a bit. We're back. Same day, same setting, but you guys knew that already. So yeah, I'm now going to talk a little bit more about Bride and what my thoughts are so far, or basically my thoughts of the whole book, because I'm almost finished with it. I'm currently at page 322, chapter 25. I have 74 pages left today in this book, and I'm going to finish it today. That's a goal for tonight. So yeah. But my thoughts. So this is a reread, so I obviously knew what the story is about, who the characters are in the book, and most of the plot. Some things I don't remember exactly what's going on, especially the thing with Serena. I think I know, but I'm not sure anymore, you know? Bride follows Misery Lark. She is the daughter of the most powerful vampire connoisseur of the Southwest. She has been living with the humans for a very long time. She's a little bit of an outcast because she's been living with the humans, so she doesn't really know how it is to be in the vampire world. But then there's a thing. There's a thing between the werewolves and the vampires. There's this conflict going on for a very long time, as it is very well known in real life. There are some conflicts. And the werewolves and the vampires, they want to make a truce and want to be like, you know what? We're all living in this world. We're going to find a way to live together. So the thing is, when Misery comes back home in the vampire part, she's being told there is going to be a marriage between a vampire and between a werewolf. And that vampire is being her, Misery. Misery is going to get married with the werewolf. The werewolf, being said, is called Low Moreland. Low. He is the alpha of the Southwest Pack, and he's offering, like, they're going to get married. She is going to live with the vampires, and there's another werewolf who's going to live with the vampires. Misery is going to live with the werewolves, and there's another werewolf who's going to live with the vampires. So they're like, you know what? Nothing can happen. If something happens, it's wartime, guys. So yeah, that's basically the plot, you know. But there's other reason why Misery agreed to this whole marriage thing, because I mean, it's not nothing to go as a vampire in werewolf territory, you know. Misery has her best friend from the human world called Serena, but Serena went missing, and Misery is like, I don't know where she is, but she thinks someone from the werewolves has something to do with her friend Serena missing. So that's another whole plot that's going on. So we kind of have two plots. We kind of have the plot by, like, where is Serena, and also the plot with Misery being in the were territory and the marriage of convenience between Misery and Low. So yeah, I just love this book so much. I really don't get how people don't like this, because I'm obsessed with it. I love Misery, her character. I also love Low. I mean, if you've read the book, so every chapter, under the chapter, it says something. Especially in the further chapters. So you have the chapter, and then underneath that, there's a line saying, so in chapter 2, it says, he used to think that all vampires' eyes look the same. He may have been wrong about that. And at every chapter, there's something that says something like that. And that's kind of what Lo is thinking, and mainly thinking about Misery. And oh my god, he's such a simp. I love it. I just really love Lo. He's so protective of Misery, and Misery is a little bit clueless because she doesn't really know how it is to be a vampire and having all of those feelings. It's just not something vampires really talk about, so it's really new to her. And then you also have, so Misery is living in this territory, in a werewolf thingy, you know. And you have Anna, and Anna is a sister of Lo, and she kind of forms a bond with Anna, and I think that's so cute. I really love it. And also the way Lo sees how Anna and Misery interact with each other, it's so cute. It's so adorable. He's like, damn, that's my wife with my little sis. So cute. But so we're now at the point that Misery is like, I think I get what's going on here. But the thing was, I don't really remember how it is exactly. So it's also kind of a little bit of a mystery for me as well. So I'm really excited to continue this book and see what is going to happen. Yeah, but we're getting close to see what is happening with Serena and also what is happening between Lo and Misery, because that's also a very big deal with what is going on. Because Misery just confronted Lo with saying, "I think we are mates. That I am your mate," but Lo just was like, "Nope, you're totally wrong about the situation. You read it all wrong." But I don't know how it is really. I don't remember, to be honest. So yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish this book, and after that I'm going to go back to you guys and tell my final reading was probably going to be still be the same as it was before. So yeah, I would say let's get started with reading.
Lighten up, take me on your magic river. Tell me all your dreams align. Sign me up and tell me about the people that you know who are trying to feel alive. Life can get hard, so honey, if you need to.
So I just finished Bride by Ella Hazelwood, and oh my god, guys, I loved it. I loved every bit. The last bit, I was giggling, I was having the best time. Ah, it's so fun. I highly recommend reading this book to everyone. It's such a fun book. Love Low. love misery, love everything in this book. It's so good. It's definitely a 6-star book. So before I went to reread this book, I was like, I need to annotate it. What I didn't do was annotate it, so I will have to reread it again next year maybe. So yeah, but I really loved it. The last part, and I kind of figured out. So I do know that Serena is like half werewolf and half human, and that's who we're going to follow in the next book in Maid, and that's Serena. So I don't know much, but I just know that it's about Serena, this book, but I don't know a lot. But I'm very curious to see where this book is going to go. So yeah, very excited. Very, very excited what this book will bring to the table. But Bride, I just love it so much. With Lo being protective and obviously Misery being Lo's maid, it's coming to tie in everything. I love it. I don't have a lot of thoughts at the moment, but that I really enjoyed this book, obviously. I don't know if I'm going to start Maid tonight or not. We'll see. But book 1 of this video is done, and it was a 6-star read, obviously. Can't wait to start with Maid. So I will read the back for you guys, also for myself. So, a human hybrid and an alpha were claw against the bonds of fate in the highly anticipated companion novel of Bride. So, Serena Paris is an orphaned, packless, and one of a kind. Coming forward as the first human war hybrid was supposed to heal centuries-long rift between species. Instead, it made her a target, prey to the ruthless political machinations between birds, vampires, and humans. With her enemies closing in on her, she has only one option left if you'll have her. As an alpha of the Northwest Pack, Kun Alexander commands obedience. His authority is so absolute, only a fool would threaten his mate. It doesn't matter if Serena doesn't reciprocate his feelings, nothing will stop him from keeping her safe. But power-hungry vampires and worse are not the only threats chasing Serena. Sooner or later, her past is bound to catch up with her, and Kun might be the only thing standing between her and total annihilation. I'm so excited, but like really excited to start reading this book. So yeah, but right finished, and now
Share my pillow and rain, rain, go away. I wanna hear about everything you're ever thinking. You know that I can take the truth. And call me out if you think I'm never slipping. Maybe I can turn it around. Oh yeah. Baby, if you want us, you know time is on our side. But things are gonna haunt us, we'll just have to put aside. And I'm right here if you just need to cry. Come love, share my pillow, and rain, rain, go away.
hi.
Been some time
It
since
is today, the 24th of November. It is almost 4:30 p.m. It is Monday, and I want to give you guys an update. So you guys saw that I started reading Made by Ellie Hazelwood. I'm currently at chapter 10, so I'm not that far in, but I want to give a little bit of an update of what my thoughts are so far. So at the moment, I'm really enjoying it. I really like Serena as a character. I think it's really interesting to see her story, and also the thing with the fact that she is a maid of Kun, the alpha of the Northwest Pack. I'm really interested to see what else is going to happen. I don't have a lot of thoughts yet because I'm not that far in, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I mean, I really love Ellie Hazelwood's writing. It's just so easy and fast paced to read, which just makes it very easy to read for me. I'm sorry, by the way, also because if it's a little bit more dark, but it's getting darker outside sooner and sooner every day in Belgium here, so we have to deal with it. But I'm really enjoying it. I really just like Serena's character. I also love that we kind of see sometimes misery and lows, still their relationship and everything. I just really appreciate that. But yeah, so we're going. I think there's a lot of happening because now a lot of almost everyone knows that Serena is a hybrid, that she's half were and half human. So that's a very big deal. And some people are on their way to look for Serena, but not for the good reasons, you know? So yeah, and then you also have still Anna, and Anna is like the sister of Willow, and she's also a hybrid, but they kind of differ in how they are hybrids. And we just discovered that because Serena, her dad was a werewolf and her mother was human, and I think with Anna it is the other way around. So that kind of makes them a little bit more different from each other. So yeah, but I'm really excited to see what else is going to happen in this book. I can't wait to dive back in, but I don't know what I'm going to read again. We'll see. But I want to give you guys this little update. I want to do a little bit more better with May than I did with Bride. So yeah, but I'll see you guys when I have another update for you. Hi besties. It is Wednesday. It's a little bit later in the vlog. First of all, I went to the hairdresser and I'm obsessed. So I went back a little bit shorter. So yeah, really nice. So I have an update for you guys of Made by Ellie Hazelwood. So I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I said a lot in the previous clip with spoilers. I mean, so where I am in the book, I'm at chapter 22 at page 234. So I'm a little over 50% through the book. I just love it. I really love it. I really love Serena as a character and getting to know her even better, because we've seen Serena in Bride, but we don't really know her and who she is and what she's like. But in this book, we really get to know her better, and I really appreciate that. And some people don't think I think this book was necessary, but I appreciate this book, and I find I find it very interesting to see more of Serena and who she is and what she's like, and also the fact that she's experiencing being a hybrid, being both human and both aware. So yeah, I'm also appreciating the fact of we're seeing more of Kun. He's also such a fun character. I mean, we know that Serena is the maid of Kun, but I mean, there is some tension going on between the two of them, but not too much yet because Serena is a little bit like, I don't know ish, if you know what I mean. But I'm really liking it. So there's still this conflict going on that the vampires and the humans want Serena because she's a hybrid and they think that Serena is dangerous for their people. So yeah, but I'm really loving it. I mean, I knew I was going to like it. I love Ali Hazelwood writing. I enjoyed obviously Bride. So if I wasn't going to like this, there will be something wrong. You know what I mean? But I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see where the rest of the story is going to go because we've got quite a lot left. There's also some things happening that I can't talk about, but I will talk about them in the spoiler section. But yeah, so yeah, very excited. I don't know if I'm going to read a bit more today or tomorrow. I also love, and with Bride you have it as well, like these little quotes. And I'm assuming everything that's put here, I'm assuming it's Kun talking. I'm not sure, but I think it is. So yeah, that was a little update. I'm now going to work for school a little bit, I think, and maybe after that I'm going to read a little bit more and mates. I'm so I don't know what to do. Sometimes I want to read, but at the other times I want to watch something or I want to do my book journal. My book journal is now pretty done for November, so I just have to wait until the month is over. But I also want to color, but I also want to watch things, but I also want to be productive and read for this video as well. So my mind's all over the place. But yeah, but that was a little update, and I'll see you guys if I have finished or if I just read a little bit more in the book. Next week, sadly. I really wanted to finish the video last week, but I just wasn't able to finish the video properly because I didn't have my camera with me and I did want to have good quality of like the end of the video. I mean, that's pretty important to me. So yeah, that's why it's now Monday, the 1st of December. So happy December. You're probably seeing this like at the end of this week. I don't know yet when I'm going to post this. But yeah, but what I'm going to do in this little part is it's the end of the vlog. I finished reading both Bride and Maid, and I'm going to give you a little conclusion of first Maid because that's the last book I finished, and then a whole conclusion of both of the books, the universe. So a little bit more about Maid. So I've talked about what this book is about and what I can say about it, because I mean, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that maybe I'm assuming this wrongly, but the thing is, I did some spoilers for this book, but I'm not going to do like spoilers for Maid because I think a lot of people want to still read this book or haven't read this book yet. But I mean, I'll have to do kind of talk about the spoilers in this book, otherwise I can't talk about this book, if you know what I mean. So yeah, about Maid. I really enjoyed this book. I enjoyed the storyline. I really appreciate we got to see more of Serena. I've said this before in the video. I just really love Serena's character. I think it's really interesting to see more of who she is and how she is in hybrid and how she's dealing with that. I also appreciate the fact that we saw more of Kun in this book as well and their relationship with each other, but also still got to see Lo and misery a little bit. We didn't see them as much as I expected when I started this book. But the reason for that is because Koen is the alpha of the Northwest pack and Lo is from the Southwest, so I could have known. You know what I mean? But it's still fine and I still really enjoyed it. However, there was some point in the book that there were a lot of spicy scenes, and at some point it just was a little bit too much for me. I was like, I get it now, this with this thing going on, but that was just a point when I was reading the book that I was like, okay, now it's okay, it's fine, I get it, it's enough. And yeah, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. I obviously love storyline and love Elia's original writing, so I knew going into this book I was going to love it and like it. But yeah, I don't think I like it as much as I love Bride. I mean, this is really a 6-star book for me, and I just really enjoy the storyline and the characters. And I think I'm going for a 4.75 for Mate, just because of that part with a lot of spicy scenes that were just really kind of bothering me. I mean, I knew there were going to be spicy scenes. I mean, it wasn't Bride, so obviously it was going to be a Mate as well. But it was just, I don't know, a little bit too much at some point. That I was like, oh my god. Especially when I was reading this book on the train in public. There are people sitting next to me and I have to read these words. I kind of feel awkward, not gonna lie, doing that. But that's not the book's problem. That's obviously the fact that I'm reading the book in public, but that doesn't mean that's not the reason I'm giving it 4.75 stars. But I really enjoy the universe, and I highly, highly recommend reading these books and give them both a chance. Especially you've read Bride, just go in with Mate. It's really interesting. It's really fun. It's just really fun to see more of like the werewolf side, because in Bride we also focus a lot on the vampire aspect, but in Mate it's really focused on the werewolf. What I enjoyed to see more of that as well. So yeah, I kind of wanted another book of a character in this, but it's not possible, and I'm aware of that, but it's fine. Maybe in the few very far future away. But yeah, so we have a 6-star and a 4.75 stars. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. It took me a little bit longer than I expected to, just because life is still busy for me. I mean, I want to say it already now. My exams are coming in January, so I will have to start studying this month as well. I still have classes that I have still like these production weeks on Thursday and Friday, which also takes a lot of my energy and a lot of my time. So yeah, I really noticed that I noticed that I'm not uploading as much as last year, but it's really because of the fact that I'm just much more busier with school this year. That was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog of Bride and Maid. If you've read these books, let me know in the comments what you think of them, and leave a werewolf emoji if you've reached this point of the video. See you next time. Bye!